I'm William, and I've been listening to clips of newscasts and different things going on, and I've known this for a long time that the those who are supposed to be leaders are attempting to get the society in the United States and around the world to just get used to it. COVID-19, wearing a mask. Oh, just get used to it. Staying inside. Just get used to it. Riots. Oh, no, no, no. Just get used to the riots. It's okay. What are they trying to do? They're trying to control us. But there are those like me. I'm a little scruffy today. I have been for a few days because I've been trying to get my motorcycle things ready to go for my new channel on a wing and a prayer. And so, but one thing that has caught my eye recently, like today, is Amy Coney Bennett has been nominated as a Supreme Court justice. And she wrote something, and I'm just going off the cuff here, that the ultimate goal is God. And that is the ultimate goal, is to build up to a godly morals, a godly life, to God. Because that's where we're all going to end up, is either looking at God and Him saying, I never knew you, depart from me. Or He's going to say, well done, my good and faithful servant. Go and take your rest. And having that kind of a voice in the Supreme Court is outstanding, especially when we know that the Constitution was written under biblical principles. Judeo-Christian values is where it was written from. And Coney Bennett, she seems to get a grasp of that. She worked under Antonin Scalise, and was that his name? Antonin, whatever his name was, I can't remember. But she worked for him, the one that passed away a couple, 3 years ago, that President Trump had to replace on the Supreme Court. And but anyway, she worked for him, and her professor at law school said that she was the best student that he'd ever had, and so she's got good accreditation. But my biggest thing was she knows, believes, trusts God and God's Word. And that's something we don't have to get used to. That is something we need to strive for. If this country were to run completely under God's instructions, we would have peace. We would be helping one another. It would be a giant brotherhood. The whole country would be. But the evil, which is being pushed by the Democrats, violence. Oh, you'll get used to it. No. The movie, and this is what really caused me to think about this. The movie Cuties. I haven't seen any of it, and I don't want to. Has been released, and they say it's nothing short of child porn. That's what it is. And that makes you want to think, well, what are they trying to do? Get the society used to the idea of molesting children? Is that what's going on in Hollywood with the Democrats? Because we know California is run by Democrats. Is that what they're pushing? Violence, hatred, burn down somebody's house? They tried to do it. They burnt down a guy's truck in his garage. And him and his wife and his children were in the house when they tried to do that. When they actually did do it, they burnt his 2 trucks and his garage. Is that what we're supposed to get used to? Oh well, if people don't agree with what you think or say, what you have in your yard, then expect to get it burnt down. Expect to get stabbed, shot, beat, clubbed, whatever. Dragged out of your car, beaten in the middle of the street, just whatever. Oh, and if you pull a gun to protect yourself, expect to go to prison for murder. Get used to it. You know what I say? No. I say vote. Vote out these Democrats that are pushing this evil in this country, trying to intimidate the people, the society, trying to get them used to the evil that they want in this country. No, we're not going to put up with it. Honestly, no. And I say, look up the laws on use of deadly force. Memorize it. Buy a firearm, and when it comes down to it, if you need to, use it. I have been taught what deadly force is and when it can be used. You can't just go out shooting anybody you want. Well, he wasn't that. I just felt like shooting him just like that. Just get used to it. No. This is ridiculous. We are not going to get used to it. And look, don't get complacent either. Don't think, oh, well, Trump's going to win, so I don't have to go to the polls. Bull. Trump won't win if you don't go to the polls. We need every single last vote we can get. And none of this mail-in garbage. They're trying to push this mail-in. Why? So they can corrupt it. So they can cheat. And Pelosi keeps saying, oh, well, Biden's going to win. Not by what I've been seeing. He is blowing it. And I haven't seen the debate yet. But to be honest, I think if Biden were to debate a bologna sandwich, the bologna sandwich would win. It's that bad. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's corrupt as all get out. His son is corrupt. That whole administration was corrupt. And now things are coming out about General Flynn, about what the FBI and people out there were doing. They framed that dude bad. And I really think everyone that was involved in that should pay him back every dime that it cost him. And his house, and his cars, and everything. That was a crock. Please vote Republican. But make sure they're not rhinos. Republican in name only. Make sure they're conservative Christians that are Christians, not just pew warmers at church, but real Christians. We need God's hand moved in this country. And the only way we can do it is to get Christians in and keep praying. I'm William. I am a Christian. I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus, the Son of God. And I do pray. I thank you for watching. Have a good weekend.